Hi, she's Trixie, and I'm Sarah, and this is Our Yarn World, a place where we come to share the love of yarn crafts and all that it gives us and what we hope it gives you. We're on episode 171 today, and we have had... Did we do last week? I don't think we did. This has been a very interesting couple of weeks. It's been productive and not productive at the same time, at least on my end. I don't even understand why it's been such random external factors that have just come in to just kind of spoil my creative flow, so to speak. So I don't know, man. It's just been insane, and I can't wait to share some of that with you. Maybe hopefully help you understand that sometimes it's just out of your control. But my mom has been working on such a gorgeous blanket. It's just so pretty. We were just talking about how it looks like flowers.
Looks like a flower garden.
My mom's voice is a little hoarse today. She's just coming off of having a bit of a cold. And she's also been having problems with her throat and her voice box. So if I'm talking more this time, it's just to help compensate for her lack of ability to talk.
Yes. So we have my granny stripe, and I'm using a big twist and a 5mm hook, and I think I did 225 chains, so I have like 224 across. But it covers my queen size bed, and it has some overhang on either side. So and I'm just gonna actually go, hopefully it will cover my bed, but I'm gonna go until my yarn is gone, because I ended up getting a whole cart full of yarn.
This is the Joann's blanket, right?
Yeah.
It's all big twist stuff?
Yeah. A couple, probably a month ago now. So I'm trying to get it together so that you can see it.
Do you need help?
No, I think I got it. But it's just so pretty.
That granny stripe is just so perfect for what you wanted to show off here.
I'm trying to, what this is going to accomplish is to be a spring summer blanket on my bed. Something that isn't double yarn. It's just one single layer. And what I'm doing is I have 5 solids, and then I have a variegated that's called Rainbow Bright, and it has all these colors in it. And so I do the 5 solids, and I do that Rainbow Bright, and then I do the 5 solids, and I do the Rainbow Bright. And so that's how I'm working this. I do not have a repeating pattern. I'm just choosing a yarn that I haven't used in a while. So each layer, I just have to look at my blanket and make sure that I'm not putting something that I just used. So, and that's how I'm doing it. It's just, as I go, I'm just choosing whatever I haven't used recently, and I just keep going. And I was just telling Sarah, I just think it looks like a flower garden. Just having all these different colors in it is making it so nice. I have a lot of ends to weave in, but maybe at the end I just won't do it.
It looks cute having all the...
I have kind of fringe on the ends, and I might just leave it. You know, we don't have any animals at the house to mess with it.
Yeah,
so
me.
I could leave them if I just wanted to, and by the time I get done, I would just might.
Suggestion.
Hmm?
You know how with quilts you normally have some sort of a patch that kind of lets you know things?
I have been thinking about that.
I really would suggest not only the name and the year, but that this is a big twist memorial to Joanne's.
As this is the year that they went out of business. That's kind of what I was thinking too.
Cinder.
This is her cat Cinder, and she just loves being with people. Especially her.
She likes me.
And apparently she likes me. Now
She normally only likes me and my daughter. She fights my husband. My son is in her eyes is a nuisance, and our guests in the house are tolerated, but otherwise.
well, when we brought her home, I was the one carrying her, and she fit in my hand.
Yeah, she was so stinking tiny.
So when I brought her home, I just brought her home like this.
Yeah, but she imprinted
Sarah
on
was
me.
driving and I was in the passenger seat.
She imprinted on me. She thought that I was her mom. I was breastfeeding my son at the time, and because her mom was ripped from her so young, when she saw me breastfeeding, she would like line up almost, it seemed like, where she was just waiting for me to give her a turn, and I was just like, no, that ain't happening. But yeah, she still loves me, and I appreciate it. She's a really good cat, but she is very clingy. Recently, we've just gotten a dog, and within the last year, and now every single time I walk into the house, the cat tree's off screen over in my corner over here, and it's a very tall one. We were able to get a really good deal on it, and the situation is that now every single time I come home, she's meowing like crazy, always trying to get to me. So I'm gonna see if I can get her into another room so that she can leave us alone, and then I can share my point of the story. Because baby, say goodbye. Goodbye. Goodbye.
Bye, Cinder. So yeah, this is my voice right now, and it's been a little while since I have had an episode this bad. This has been the last 3 days, and she put her in a room and the cat just opened the door. Oh my gosh, she knows how to do door handles. It's funny. But
Cool.
I have been in voice therapy and trying to get my voice back, but this has been a harder week than I had anticipated. So I'm going to let Sarah talk now.
So, as long as that little menace to society leaves us alone. This week has been a little odd for me. So, okay. Going off of what I was showing you guys last time.
You're so pretty.
I think I showed you this finished block.
You showed us the purple and the black one.
Okay. So, I have this one with the purple as the darkest of all the colors in this block. It's very pretty. Then I did it the same repeat and color scheme, but I had the black in there instead of the purple.
Yeah.
My husband likes both, so we're kind of... But because these are okay.
Is it octagonal?
No. Yes. Don't believe me. They require connecting pieces to get them together because they're not hexagons. So they don't just instantly connect. They would leave vacant void spaces in between.
Yes.
So you need a square to be able to fill in those spaces. And they have those designs. Now, I just stuck with one, and I did one in with the purple again as the darker of the colors. And then again, the same repeat of the colors, I did that in black.
It's awesome.
Now here's the thing. Over the scheme of this, you're supposed to change what repeat of the colors look like in the blocks. They normally don't repeat more than twice. So these blocks are done and these blocks are done. Now they're the same pattern and the same colors, just in different orders.
Yeah. Different.
So, and I have been getting Ziploc baggies and I keep marking them for what part they play in the scheme of the blanket so that I know what, because the creator of this pattern already has a schematic for how to not have a repeating block next to another one. So I have these done, but this is where my kerfuffle started, and it just kept going. As you can see, I have a bit of a orangey, burnt orange, light brown, coppery rust color, and all the rest of the colors are red heart yarn. That color, this beautiful color, is a big twist. And me and my mom were just like, okay, well, we'll find it. No big deal. We'll go to Joann's. I'm looking on Joann's website thinking, okay, maybe I can steal some before the website goes under. The website's there, but it will not even, and it will register what deals are happening currently, but it cannot show you where and what stock at what location is available because it's going out of the store so fast.
Goodness.
And you can't buy it online through Joann's anymore. That's all done. Now, if you go to bigtwist.com, they're only selling website that they use is Amazon. So if you go to Big Twist, they're going to send you to a link that leads you to Amazon, which is fine. If that's where they choose to have like their store presence on Amazon, that's fine, because Amazon is one situation, but then it's like it holds different marketplaces inside of it. So it'd be like downtown marketplace, but then the marketplace has all these booths. So Amazon's the marketplace, then there's all those different booths that can sell out of it. That's how Amazon does it sometimes. You have Amazon that has their own booths, but Amazon also hosts booths that people can sell from. So Big Twist has one of those. Okay, cool. Go to that, thinking, great. They should be, because it's Big Twist, and Big Twist is a part of Joann's, you would imagine that that would mean that they would have similar price points. No, because Big Twist is part of Joann's and Joann's is going out, and because these schemes are so looked after for people who are trying not to avoid the yarn chicken, they're $18.
Whoa. Some
Some of them, give or take, but the color I need, $18 a skein at this size.
No way. No way.
I know that this is a very first world problem. It very much is. I know that I've also not really gotten that far in my blanket, thank God. That if I wanted to use this for something else, maybe make a blanket, or like a pillow with these two hexagons, and maybe use the little squares for coasters, or even stuffing for inside something, I could, right? Not saying I'm going to. If I need to find another color to replace that. But I was like, no. I love that rusty, coppery orange. I love that burnt orange color.
She's an autumn color person.
if I took down my bouquet, that's one of the basic colors inside my bouquet for my wedding.
Yes.
It is. So it's one of those things where it's like, I love that color.
Yes.
It's just something that I've always loved. And I don't want to... I remember when I was a kid in the backyard in our place, and I would dig into the ground. When I found that color or dirt, I just would stay there and just play with that color. I didn't like all the other colored dirts.
Right.
I would find that color and I would just play with that clay, orangey color. And it was very hard to find because that sort of mineral deposit in our backyard, mostly it was a sand. It was not clay, but I would find it sometimes. I'd just be like, "This is so pretty," and it felt nice. So it was just sensory great, all the goodness. But my hope is to have this this be we're in my living room. This back wall, I'm wanting to make an accent wall.
Yes.
My husband has given me full reign. We want this accent wall to be a very dark, so this dark green right here, this like forest, so like a pine foresty dark green to be that color. And then the accents on the wall to have motifs such as the coppery orange, the bronze. My husband and I realizing that the purple goes so well in that off-white that we have already in the room, because this is an off-white.
Right.
That means that I can touch up the off-white or even recolor the off-white walls, because these are original to when we moved in and I can re-update them. And then kind of work with the same schematics I'm making this, because that's kind of what we were doing, because we have so much yarn that sometimes those become the paint chips sort of thing.
Yeah.
And not that we haven't gone to get paint chips, but you know what I mean. Those kind of become the... We wanted a blanket that I was making for the house that would be a memorial piece to not only us living here, but what we are hoping to do. Even when we move, we want to have that same accent wall. We want to take all the decorations I plan to put on this wall to our new place. We plan to save that green and do it again. My husband's totally for that because he loves hiking and he loves autumn, because that's our season. That's when we got married. And so that's stuff that we as a family, it makes sense for us to have that as an accent piece. So for me, I was struggling with that because I can't justify $18 a skein.
I can't either.
I can't. So I was online trying to find a good enough, because I was looking, Red Heart, Karen, Lion Brand, please, somebody have some sort of a spoof. Couldn't find anything, Mom. And that's really odd because a lot of them have their own autumn collection. Yeah. Could not find it. It was more of like a pumpkin orange or a carrot orange, or there was a lot of different oranges, but you couldn't even find a rust. Like I would even put like clay, rust. I kept trying to like kind of like jumpstart the algorithm to try to find something. No, the only time they would pull up rust, Big Twist, because Big Twist knew. Oh wow. But I found this. Now, it's a bit shinier of a finish of a yarn. It's also silkier. And it's a bit lighter. This one is called Terracotta. So it's supposed to look like the terracotta clay pots. Yeah. That's one of the closest things I could have got. It's from Premier. It's the anti-pilling Everyday DK yarn. It's very soft. It's not the same, but it's
close enough.
It's close. Which means if I start interchanging this one with this one, start so that it starts having different spots in the blanket, so that it's not as a stark difference of I instantly went from this one to this one and now one half of the blanket's that and one half of the blanket's this. Yeah. If I start using this now, so that the arrangements of the blocks can be a little bit more just
Yes.
evened out. This is small compared to this one. And this one was $6.
Oh gosh.
And this one would have only been $3. So you can see the cost. But here's the thing. Even if I did $6, and this is like, what, 2? This would be 2 of these. $6 for to make 2 of these. I mean, 2 of these would make 1 of these. That's still $12 compared to $18.
Yeah.
And I can buy it online. I know it's not going to run out. It's just a lot. You know what I mean? That's just a lot.
Trying to find colors that match.
Now, next thing. Next order of business. The dragon I'm making for my friend for her new apartment. We're not sure if she's getting that apartment now. So.
But she's looking for another place now.
But because of the purpose that dragon was supposed to have.
Right.
And because she said that she did want it to be kind of like a part-time to block the doorway for the draft that was in that apartment to a part-time being on her bed during the summer, if she makes the full choice to stop waiting for the apartment to be finished and start looking somewhere else, I can just make it a pillow and be less, it doesn't have to be the 70 inches.
Yeah.
So I'm kind of waiting to know, because if I don't have to make it 70 inches long, I don't have to make it 70 inches long.
Right.
So there's that. So that's part of the reason why that's not been, you haven't been seeing that, because there's been so much back and forth with what's been going on there.
Yeah.
So there's that reason, because I don't want to keep going on it and then
Find out she doesn't need it that long.
there you go. So there's that reason. Then I ordered safety eyes for, this gets better. I ordered safety eyes to start doing the Easter stuff for the Easter baskets I was going to make. Oh, I was so excited. I was going to make stuff. It was going to be great. I ordered the safety eyes from Amazon. I ordered 1. See my finger? I only paid for 1. They sent me 2. And now I don't know whether I can open them, because I have to now contact and be like, what did you do that for? And here's the thing. My husband's looked. It says that I ordered 2. But on my bank account, I ordered 1.
They only took out the price of 1.
But they say I ordered 2. But I ordered 1. And here's the thing. That wasn't the only thing in the purchase on the checkout for that order. I ordered a bookmark. I only ordered 1.
She got 2.
So that situation has me not wanting to unpackage anything, because I'm not sure whether there's going to need to be some sort of a just send everything back and then we'll figure it out, or just send 1 of the repeats for both back, or whether they're just going to tell me to keep both. I don't know. But it kind of has me a little like, I don't want to touch it yet. But see, here's the thing. That's not even a problem. You want to know why? Because my yarn got ruined that I was going to use to start making the peeps. You want to know why? Oh, let me tell you.
I'm just hearing this too, folks.
So while I was waiting and I was desperate to start something. Oh yes, I was desperate. I was antsy, didn't know what to do. I've been trying to figure out my choices with the blanket. I've been trying to figure out my choices with making the Easter stuff, and with the dragon not being up to date. And I don't know where any of my other whips are at this moment, because my back room is a pigsty. Well, let me just tell you, I started on something else, because I had just been on a date with my husband out to the city, a couple counties over, the big city. That's about an hour away from my house. And when we were there, we were at a really nice bookstore. They're called Schuler's. I don't know if there's other Schuler's, I don't know. But they had a book beanbag stand. It's like this triangle pyramid looking thing with that has like beanbag stuff, but it also has stuffing in it. And then it has like this little pillow ledge shelf, and then there's something to stabilize it to keep the book open, but it kind of just conforms to, the table, to the armrest of a couch or a chair, so that it would just sit there or on your lap and just be able to hold the book. I was like, that's really cool. Nice to know. Those sort of designs intrigue me, because I'm just like, that's a really interesting idea. Well, one of my best friends, who I'm currently housing because she's trying in between an apartment and not an apartment, likes to read on her phone a lot. And sometimes she just doesn't want to hold it.
Well, it gets fatiguing.
Yeah. So she lays it down on the couch, and then she's like looking down, like she crisscross applesauces herself, get this position. But then that's a lot of strain on her head.
On her neck.
But then she tries to lay down and hold. It's a whole thing. So I was like, oh, I saw that one design, and I was like, I can make a mini one. So I made the little stand part, the little shelf part. I made a little tube, and I filled it with my beads. And I was starting the first pyramid. You want to know what happened? I had it in a bag. I had it in one of those reusable recycle bags from the checkout line at Joann's that I've been showing you I've been buying. It was in between my big chair that I sit in and the cat tree, because the cat tree has kind of like the perfect height for a side table for one of the partitions. This thing's huge. Like, it's like a $75 to $125 cat tree tower we got from a rescue for like $20. Very lucky. And I had put my monster on that. My bag was on the floor between the chair and the shelf. Do you see where I'm going with this?
I do.
It was a late night. Lights were turning out. The kids were asleep. My husband was snoring. I was deciding to relax on my chair. It was a very good night.
Until it wasn't.
Until it wasn't. I was taking my hair out after a long day. I sat on my chair. My friend was on the couch. She was reading, amazingly enough, on her phone. All was well with the world. The animals were asleep.
The children were asleep.
And I sat down and just decided, I'm going to put my stuff on the cat tree, like my hair stuff. And I'm going to grab chapstick because I just brushed my teeth, and when I do that, my lips get really dry. And all of a sudden, and I thought it was empty. I genuinely thought it was empty, because I had babysat that morning, and the person who drops off her kid normally buys me a Monster in the morning as a pick-me-up. I genuinely thought I had drained it. There was just enough. Soaked everything in the bag. Everything. All the yarn. Went through all the yarn. That pink. That pretty pink. The yarn I was using for this. My crochet hook was sticky. I had my stuffy, my yarn stuffy, my pins, everything. Even my little soap container box with all my little gadgets. Everything was so sticky. I was so mad.
Oh, no.
I was so ready to sit down and relax. I just brushed my teeth. And that fateful moment happened. And it woke me up. Not me tell you. You ever want something to wake you up? Have a sticky something fall into your craft bag. That will wake you right up. I promise you. It is the ticket to get you awake. Like, full on 10 out of 10. Would not recommend. But still, great way to get a crafter's attention.
Aww.
So you want to know what I did? Because I was mad. And I was really awake. I started crafting. So, because guess who had gotten upset with me my friend's daughter. She's the one I had made the retro stripe blanket that was the virus pattern.
Oh, the
that
beautiful
big one.
Yes. Yes.
She came to me the other day, and she was tears in her eyes. You never made me the pillow that you said you were gonna make with the blanket.
Oh.
You said you were gonna make me a pillow. And I was like, I did, didn't I? I am so sorry. Could you forgive me? Give her a hug. So what do you want? She said, I want a hair bow tie pillow. Got you! That is perfect! Can't do the peeps, can't do what I was gonna do, can't do what I was gonna do, can't do what I was gonna do, might as well make a bow tie pillow. Got it! Love this. So I bought a three pack of the Red Heart Retro Stripe beautiful yarn. And I was mad. I used baby wipes on my crochet hook. And out of rage, I started the bow tie pillow. So, if you ever want to know how frustrating it can be to play yard chicken with a store that decided to die, and a project that was supposed to be for an apartment that's probably not going to happen, with a really cute idea that I had for my friend for a phone stand that just got sticky, peeps that were going to be amazing till the eyes became double visioned, and then guess what? Just decided that the yarn was just going to be trash anyway. And then to have a child look at you and say, you promised me a pillow. And I was like, oh yeah, sure. What was it going to be? And she said, scratch that. I got a better idea. Bow tie. Hair bow. Sorry. I'm your girl. I got you. If you've ever had those sort of weeks,
Please let us know.
because I would love to not feel so alone, because, it's a special type of feeling. I feel so special and not loved at the same time, while also being so privileged about something that the universe gave me that I don't know why. That, you know what? Whew. It makes me wonder what is gonna happen next. It's great. Gotta love it.
So let's go to the quote for today. We decided this before she ever went and told me this story, told us this story. Respect doesn't come from the kind of work you do. It comes from the way you do the work. Kenneth L. Shipley. Now you read it so they can actually understand it.
Respect doesn't come from the kind of work you do. It comes from the way you do the work. Kenneth L. Shipley.
Oh boy.
So did I fail?
No, I think it's the way you do the work. You just, once the work is done, it's beautiful.
Thank you, Mom. It's sticky on the bottom of my... I'm so mad.
No more monsters for you. Okay. Well, with that, I just want to say,
Not sponsored, promise.
if you like this video, give us a thumbs up, comment, share with your friends. We love all your comments, and we look forward to them. And if you had fun with us, just give us a thumbs up, because this was a fun one. Oh man.
Yeah. I'm telling you. I don't plan any of this. I promise. I wouldn't be half as funny if I tried.
We don't script any of our videos. And we do a one and done, so you know that it's all in one take.
You know, I don't know, man. This is life. This is life, and life is not fair. And life has made choices and opinions about me and my ability to have a will to get stuff done. And it's just like, oh, you want to do that? That's funny. So if you've ever felt that way,
please let us know.
we're your people.
Yeah.
Got you. I promise. We see you. You're not lazy. Life just doesn't like you right now, and I don't know why, but it's okay.
Yeah, subscribe so you can see more of our antics.
In agony. So, we love you. We hope that you have a great rest of your week, and we'll see you next week for the next soap opera edition of this Yarn World.
Our Yarn World.
And as always, we hope that you stitch your way
To mental health.